Hello there. It took me so long to do the video today of my own drawing that basically the day is just like, it's basically nearly night time, so I'm just going to get this done. This week's challenge, we are looking at another artist and we're looking at the style that he used, and we are going to try and copy it, kind of thing. It's always a great lesson to look at how other artists work, and then it definitely sort of helps you in your own work. So we're going to imitate it rather than copy it. We're going to imitate it. So the artist is Roy Lichtenstein, a pop artist. I am, rather than reading from the article, because I'm no art historian, I'm going to put the link up to literally the best website I found on it. So I'm going to do that now. So let's break down the technique that we're going to use. So we know what the challenge is. It's to create a piece of work in the style of Roy Lichtenstein. Now, it's really useful to have a look at how he did it. So he took inspiration, and that's what we're going to do today, from comic. So if you have comics at home that you can use, romance comics are the best. But if you don't, then basically you could either use a photo and make a very stylized drawing of a photo, or you could have a look on Pinterest, have a look for romance comics or retro comics, or Lichtenstein, type in Lichtenstein and basically they'll come up with different comics. So just choose a subject that you find really, really fun. So I actually had a book of pin-ups at home, so I used a pin-up and then made a very stylized drawing, and then used the color palette that Lichtenstein used, and then I did some big black lines. So that is basically the technique. You're going to find your image, you're going to make a very simplified sketch. You then want, in the brightest paints you've got at home, if not the brightest colors, and a limited palette, you are going to be choosing your primaries and colouring it in. So you colour in large sections as if it was printed, so you want it as uniform, flat colour as possible. Once you've got all the colour on your picture and it's dry, if you're doing paint, then you are going to be doing some very, very clean black eye outlines, and you'll see from his work the outlines are really, really important, and there's lots of them and they're very thick. So that's the black outline. Now he uses a very special technique of Ben-Day dots on the skin, which looks like red dots on a white background. Now he didn't hand draw them. He did it by making holes, uniform holes, and then painting over it on his canvas, which then gave it the effect that had been printed. If you want to do it that way, great. If you want to hand draw it, great. If you don't want to do either of those things, then just paint it a flesh colour, because it's just about, basically, I think the most important thing about this that I learned was to do very stylized hands. Took ages to do a stylized face, to just get down, these beautiful eyelashes. So, and then thinking about what you're going to put in the speech bubble. So I'll show you what I put, and I look forward to seeing your ideas. Thanks for showing me your sketchbooks. That was lovely. They're looking fab, and I can't wait to see your Lichtenstein inspired work for next week. Take care. Bye.